What in your life has built your character? Was it through your morals that your parents taught you? Circumstances that shaped you? How about a sport that made you realize who you were? Character builds you from the inside out, especially while you're playing a sport. And it is important to know the reasoning on why character should be taught in high school sports. I believe that character should be taught in high school sports because it gives student athletes self discipline, helps provide life skills, and develops an understanding of what you must deal with outside of high school. I'm going to give you a few quotes of what I actually interviewed a couple of my old coaches from my high school. I'm going to tell you what the first thing that popped into their head when they heard why is it important to give character lessons in high school sports. So the first person I'm going to tell you is a football coach, the head football coach at Legacy High School. Coach Melson says that it teaches them how to be successful in life, not just on the football field. Also, the head volleyball coach, Coach Shingleton, said that it teaches the bigger picture and it's more important than the actual fundamentals and the game strategies. It teaches you real world skills. Those are just a few things that I wanted to share with you at the very beginning to help provide some more information so we have so you know what road we're taking here. So my first point is how it gives student athletes self-discipline. Well, if you think about the self-discipline, the first thing that usually you think of is how one presents themselves. And that's actually going to be part of this in here. It's I would like to say how it gives core values. Core values are what comes from out inside of you. It's something that you believe in and something that you believe should be represented in your life. Coach Melson also stated that the football team has core values, which means they have tools to adversity. They're able to deal with different circumstances with different people, how different people act around one another. They're able to deal with injuries with valuable players. Their core values come from how they overcome taking that valuable player's spot and filling it to make sure that the team hasn't lost too much. And it teaches them how to be unselfish. Core values come from selfishness or unselfishness. You actually decide to be unselfish or selfish, selfishness and unselfishness all comes from character. It comes from what you're taught, how you deal with circumstances, what's presented in your life. And I definitely say that unselfishness is a big part of the football team. They actually made it to the third round or fourth round. And you could just tell on the field that every one of those players they were unselfish. They wanted to put themselves in front, or they wanted to put the team in front of themselves, which is what helped them go so far, was their core values. Being able to adjust to any circumstance. It also gives standards on how to live his or her life by. Another thing that Coach Shingleton stated was character has nothing to do with the sport that you play. Once again, more by the standards of what you live your life by. It needs to be a constant reminder during practice, during games. It's all different. It teaches you what you want in life, your standards, how you're going to present yourself, how if something happens, what are, once again, your core values, your morals, what are you going to how are you going to stand up to it? What are you going to do? And character lessons teach that. They help you with your life. They help you develop to who you're going to be. And that moves on to, it teaches how to present oneself. Once again, if you're lazy or you're undisciplined, you're most likely not going to get a job. They're not going to want to hire a person who's lazy, who doesn't do their work. And character lessons really help with that. They really help keep you in check, pretty much. They put you in check. They help you know your place. They help you know your strength. How much strength can you come from this? Like, does it circumstances, how do you deal with them? Do they help you? Do they hurt you? Do you make the best out of it? And it all comes to how you present yourself. Are you a jerk, but you have core values? That's not really a connection that you should have. Like, you should have core values which make you a better person. I'm going to move on to my second point, which is how it helps provide life skills. And this is a big one. This is how you're going to live your life. And there's a lot of different things that come from it. Say you were born into a not wealthy family, or a family that puts you down, or a bad home life. If you were raised in a bad home life, sports can bring you out of that. There's been plenty of cases where people have been born into bad home lives and they've gone through sports, they've learned character, they've learned how to deal with everything, and they're so successful. There's NFL football players, basketball players, all of these people who have come from nothing, and the sports and learning how to become a better person in their character has made them where they are today. And that's definitely a big factor. When they learn stuff in sports, such as self-discipline, things like that, they have a better opportunity than what's given to them at home. So they can achieve so much more than what was given to them at the beginning. They can overcome what they were given. So it gives second chances. It gives opportunity. It gives just uprising. It gives great a great future for people. And it also teaches life skills on and off the court. I'm sorry. On and off the court, like I said, Coach Singleton also realized, she said that you need to keep character lessons a constant reminder during practice, during games. You have to work toward something. You have to work toward being a better team, being a better teammate to everybody in your life. And that comes with a group that you're in, a group that you're working with for a school project, a teammate. You are a teammate to almost everything in here. You're a work friend. That's also a teammate. Everything. So you always have to be working towards something. And the coaches are always reminding you. And most of the time, they don't waste the opportunity. When there's something that happens, they go for that opportunity to teach you how to do this, because in life, you're gonna have to figure it out on your own. So, and they use it as a teachable moment, which is great. And it teaches them how to overcome a difficult time and cope with it. So in the middle of a game, if you get hit in the face with a ball, or you get sacked, or you miss a swing, it can be difficult times, and you have to learn how to overcome them. You have to learn how to just shake it off, brush it off your shoulders, and move on. You have to move on quick. Most games are quick, And that will teach you in life how to move on quick. It's great. It's great skills. If uh, you learn how to keep your emotions under control, you learn how to comfort other people in times of need. You learn how to overcome something that you didn't think you were going to be able to overcome. And that's something that's really important in life. And my last point is it teaches those how to learn from good and bad experiences. Like I just said, there's going to be great times and there's going to be bad times. You have to learn how, and that all of this, when I say you have to learn, this is all character being learned. And this is all character that will be provided for that person when I say that you have to learn, because I am proof of character doing this. Like the character lessons, I played volleyball, and character lessons have taught me so much. I am who I am today because of character lessons and because of all that. So it teaches you how to deal with good and bad experiences. You learn pretty much the same from good experiences with bad experiences. Like they equal each other out, and you learn how to deal with it. You learn how to be better at life, and you learn real world skills. You learn how to cope with things. You learn teamwork, leadership, honesty, trustworthiness, everything that you can think of. You have to be a trustworthy teammate. You have to be responsible. You have to be accountable for everybody else. You have to be accountable for yourself, and it's a big thing. The Mansfield ISD School District actually does a developing character program, which is what helped me. Its goal is to create positive behavior change in student athletes through the means of weekly character lessons taught by coaches. This goes through a series of weeks. So the first 12 weeks focus on individual characters, so how you can better yourself. The second 12 weeks focus on the display of good character as teammates, how to be better teammates, how to work together, etc. And the third phase is to emphasize developing character that enacts positive changes in others, or leadership. So it teaches leadership. It teaches you how to step up and be a leader. And I also want to point out that all these games are designed for building character. All of these games are designed for giving people to strive for better things in life. It teaches them behavioral values, what's acceptable, what's unacceptable, ethnical values, how you view things. It all ties back together. And so I just want everyone to understand the importance of learning character. High school sports are just one prime example of ways people learn character. This topic speaks to any person who has played a sport, coached a sport, or even just have fallen in love with watching a sport. High school is where most people learn and develop who they are and what their goals are. And it's so important, so important. And to know that character builds high school kids. It builds who they want to be, who they're going to be. And so that's why I think that it's important to give character lessons in high school sports. Thank you.